Hello, Coach Tina here. So, do you have the urge to pee? You may have missed Monday's live where I started this series, and I really recommend you go back and listen to what in the heck I'm talking about because what is this urge to pee? Well, what you need to know about it at this point is that every day for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be introducing a new P word. And by P word, I mean a word that begins with a letter P and having a short discussion on it about how it relates to what's going on in my life. And I know you guys, and I know that it will have a lot to do with your life as well. So today's word is patience. Now, I'm wondering on a scale, let's see, I'm going to put up some thingies here. The urge to pee, when you have no more patience. Since today we're talking about patience, today's P word being patience, my question for you is on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being you have so much patience people can't stand to be around you, and 0 being you have so little patience people can't stand to be around you. But I know you get the deal. Like, are you a patient person or not? If you are, you're closer to the 10. If you could use a little bit of work in the area of patience, then you're probably on the lower end of the scale. But I'm really curious whether you're watching this live or watching this on the replay, what is your number between 0 to 10 on your patience rating scale? Love to know. So I'm Coach Tina. If you don't know me yet, I am a certified ULA life coach, the Empowering Champions founder, and a course content creator on mastermind.com, as well as a woman just like you, destined for greatness, working to put my message out into the world to be able to help others to live the best life possible. Now, I do see someone has joined. Thank you for coming on. If you want to share in the comments your name, and if you would like to put your rating scale from 0 to 10 on how patient you are, then I will be able to interact with you. The thing that we're talking about is the P word of the day, which is patience. And when I think about patience, I think about the community mantra that we have, and that is everything happens in divine timing. I can't tell you the number of times that I have to say this because I'm often thinking, what in the heck? Why is this happening, right? And then I have to remind myself, well, it's happening in divine timing. So if you've ever experienced that divine timing and recognize that it's kind of outside of your control, life happens how life happens when life happens, and sometimes we just have to be okay with it. But of course, that doesn't mean that we don't get frustrated sometimes because we don't get things our way. In fact, lately I've been frustrated with myself. It was interesting because I'm working with a mentor, and the mentor is telling me how to grow my group and the different things that I can do. And she recently recommended that I follow a process that she put together, and it wasn't the way I wanted to do it. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. I had a plan. I had a way I was going to do it. And when she said, hey, I think it's too early, you should step back, you should do things differently, I really wasn't too pleased. I wanted to do it the way that I wanted to do it. And I almost threw like that little kid fit where you lay on the ground and you're just kind of like, no, I want it my way. But it didn't work out that way. Instead, I had to step back and say, Tina, what is it that you really want? Now, to my benefit, what has been happening is, and this was really good growth for me, I have been working on my 90-day goals list. So I have an accountability buddy. Every day we meet and we talk about how our goals are going for the 90 days and what we're working on that day. And every morning before I have that meeting, I write down, these are the things that I am going to that I have on my 90-day list. And one of them is to listen to the advice of my mentor. I put that on there for a reason, because I've been working with her for about 6 months now, and I have been resisting working with her. It's like I want the information that she has, but I still want to do it my way. Well, guess what? My way is a way, but it is not getting me where I want to go exactly. I keep ending back at the beginning and going, how am I going to get through this? So as a result, I have had to work on myself for sure, my patience for sure, and my recognition that I don't always get to do it my way, because other people might recognize a better way to do it. And if I'm calm and collected and looking at the bigger picture, I can sometimes benefit from that. In fact, it completely reminded me of a incident that happened quite a while ago when I was in the military. And I remember it vividly because I almost died. And the reason why was I was in the Army and I was afraid of heights, but I didn't really want anybody to know, because like I was playing the game, I got to do everything all the right way. And one day in training, we had our rappelling lesson, and I sat in the chairs absolutely terrified while they demonstrated what they did. And what they did is they went up, and they've been doing this all this time. They knew how, right? And I did not know how. And they went up on the side of this. It was kind of like a hill where you could walk up to one side, but when you got up to the top, you were about a story from the bottom, and then they would rappel down. And so they showed us. And so all I got to see was someone going up to the side and coming down. And I thought, I don't want to do this. This is terrifying. This is not the thing I want to do. And so when it was my turn to go up there, I thought, I'm just going to get this over with as quick as possible. They didn't die. I won't die. I'll be okay. And so they hooked me into the little carabiners, and they had everything. And I said, so now I just go jump off the side? And the guy kind of looked at me and he went, yeah. And so I went over to just jump off the side. Like I was just going to get it over with. Well, I didn't quite understand that you had to have a belay down below. You had to have people looking, watching. You just don't go jump off the side of the building. But I was so terrified of what was going to happen that I was ready to just jump in and get it done. Now, I'd like to say that I have never made that mistake again in my life. But a lot of times I find myself in that situation again where I'm like, oh yeah, this is like me just wanting to jump off the side of the building because I wanted to get it over with. So I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, but if you have ever had an experience where patience could have helped you, you got to comment in there and let me know. And I see you saying that patience has become procrastination. Interesting. So I can relate to that as well, because there are certain times when my patience has gotten so strong that it becomes almost like those frogs in the hot water. Have you ever heard that analogy where when you put a frog in a pot of water, if you put them in hot water, they would immediately jump out because that's not pleasant. But if you put them in the pot of water and then turn the heat on, it will slowly work to boiling, at which point they will die because they have gotten lethargic in the pot of water. So you definitely want to call yourself out when you recognize that you are not doing the thing that is best for you. So I hope that's been helpful to you. This is a total discussion on my own place where I am right now, because I so wanted to just jump into the academy and do everything the way that other people make it look so easy. And the thing is I have a really good mentor, and she is leading me in the direction that I want to go. but she asked me to clarify a few things and to get things done in the way that she would like to see the order go. And that's going to make everything so much better for all of you in the community. So I'm willing to do the hard stuff, to do the steps in the right order. And if that's something that you would like to do as well, or you would like more instruction on how to do your things in the right order, go ahead and comment patience. I'll know that you're working on it just like me. And then I'm going to be collecting everybody's information all this 2 weeks. It'll be 10 days-ish that we're doing this. And then I'm going to put you all on when we start the big launch. I'll have a big collection of all the people who are interested in moving forward, having a more intimate community, having the ability to talk more and work together more and get stuff done. I'm getting really nervous that we're in 2 days going to be less than 90 days left in 2020. And the reason why I'm nervous is I want everybody to have the best year possible. And it is something that we can do, but we got to work together. But we also have to be patient. How crazy is that? Like, if you do the steps in the right way, everything will come out okay. But don't do it alone. Don't do it like I did and jump off the side of the building just because it looked like it was so easy when other people did it. All right. I hope you guys have a really great night. It's just a quick drop in, and I will talk to you really soon. I hope we get to connect. Don't forget to put #patience in there if you'd like to stay on this list through the whole 10 weeks. And if you haven't watched Monday's live about the urge to pee and what this is all about, you got to go back and watch it because it's pretty fun. Take care.